our beloved school director, founder, and president, Dr. Edna Gonzalez, our assistant to the school director, Mr. Florante Miranda, our director of curriculum, supervision, and innovation, Mrs. Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancaflor, our school principals, Mrs. Marian Vanessa Yambao, Dr. Bernadette Latorre, and Ms. Christine Shelo Braganza, our supervisors and coordinators, Mrs. Jennifer Bernardo, Mr. Jim Dennis Sison, Mrs. Rebecca Dicena, Mr. Onofre Bautista, and Ms. Lisa de la Cruz, members of the faculty and staff, parents, grandparents, guests, friends, and our candidates for graduation. Welcome to the third Senior High School Commencement exercises and the first virtual graduation of Ednas School, Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos.
Let us begin with our opening prayer on Eagle's Wings. This will be followed immediately by the national anthem.
In whom I trust, and He will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun. The snare of the fowler will never capture you, and famine will bring you no fear. Under His wings, your refuge, His faithfulness, your shield, and He will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of His hand. And for to His angels He's given a command to guide you in all of your ways. Upon their hands they will bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. And He will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of His hand. And hold you in the palm of His hand.
mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Baba Yetu is essentially the Lord's Prayer, sung in Swahili. This song tells us that in the midst of this pandemic and global crisis, our God is bigger than our fears, anxieties, and uncertainties in life. Our Father is always in control. What better way to give praise and glory to our Lord God, the Father, Creator of all things, than to march to the song, Baba Yetu. Let us welcome and celebrate our senior high school graduates, school year 2019-2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Processional.
The colors, the administration, and the members of the faculty.
Pelio chakolachetu tumechohitaji utusamehe makosa yetu kumana setuna hawasamehe wale yotukasea yusutui katika majaribu lakini utokoe na yule muoe milele. Chetu tunachohitaji utusamehe makosa yetu kumana setuna hawasamehe wale yotukasea yusututi katika majaribu lakini tutokoe na yule muoe milele.
tunachohitaji utusamehe makosa yetu, kama nasi tunawasamehe waliotukosea, usitutie katika majaribu, lakini utuokoe na yule mwovu milele.
Restoration and anamnesis. Stretched beyond was the path of Shine's absence. Like travelers we were, off to sojourn. A lair of treasures in preponderance, mixed with those of revelry and forlorn.
Tread, we did, and blossomed all together. Against time's might, steadfast with such strong bond. Witness the vestige, all's alma mater. Side by side, we stand, ready to respond
to a great demands of reality, whilst carved on thine hearts, feelings, memories, lessons, and experiences of gaiety, bright lights would transcend above harmonies.
Lift up our heads, enjoy the constellation, stars to shine above. In restoration.
chetu tunachohitaji utusamehe makosa yetu, hey, kumanase tunakowasamehe waliotukosea, usitutie katika majaribu, lakini tuokoe na yule mwovu milele.
Makosa yetu, hey, kama nasi tunawasamehe waliotukosea, usitutie katika majaribu, lakini utuokoe na yule mwovu milele.
Amina.
yetu tunachohitaji tusamehe makosa yetu nasi tunawasamehe waliotukosea usitutie katika majaribu lakini utuokoe na yule muovu milele.
Our school principals, Mrs. Marian Vanessa Yambao, Dr. Bernadette Latorre, and Miss Christine Shello Braganza will now present the candidates for graduation, after which Dr. Edna Toria Gonzalez, our school director, will give her acceptance and confirmation.
On behalf of Dr. Edna Toria Gonzalez, our Director of Curriculum, Supervision, and Innovation, Mrs. Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancaflor, will give her acceptance and confirmation.
Dr. Edna Torre Gonzalez, we have the honor of presenting these 35 students, 20 boys and 15 girls, who have satisfied all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines for the completion of the 2-year senior high school curriculum. I, the school principal, and the members of the faculty recommend that to them be awarded the senior high school diploma. I have also the honor to submit this list of candidates for graduation for proper action and future references.
Dr. Edna Torre Gonzalez, I have the honor to present to you these 27 students, 12 boys and 15 girls, who have satisfied all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines for the completion of the senior high school curriculum. I, the school principal, and the members of the faculty of the senior high school department recommend that to them be awarded the high school diploma. I also have the honor to submit this list of the candidates for graduation for proper action and future references.
Dr. Edna Torre Gonzalez, we have the honor of presenting these 14 students, 7 boys and 7 girls who have satisfied all the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines for the completion of the 2-year senior high school curriculum. I, the school principal, and the members of the faculty recommend that to them be awarded the senior high school diploma. I have also the honor to submit this list of the candidates for graduation for proper action and future references.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Department of Education of the Republic of the Philippines, and through the recommendation of the principal and the members of the faculty of the Senior High School Department, do hereby declare you graduates and grant you this diploma with all the rights thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
We have the honor to present to you the members of the graduating class of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Edna School, school year 2019-2020. Business, Entrepreneurship, Accountancy and Arts, and Management. Joshua Ivan Kasungsong E. Riñeda, son of Engineer George M. Kasungsong and Mrs. Evelyn Riñeda Kasungsong. Jeff Navarro E. Guarin, son of Mr. Manolo A. Navarro and Mrs. Mariquita Guarin Navarro. Jeff is admitted at St. Louis University. Peter Samuel Torres E. La Peña, son of Mr. Lorenzo S. Torres and Mrs. Nila La Peña Torres. Peter is admitted at Ateneo de Manila University, De La Salle University, San Beda University, and St. Louis University. Anthony Vinoya E. Cortez, son of Engineer Vincent R. Vinoya, alumnus, batch 1990, and Mrs. Marivic Cortez Vinoya. Jasfia Angeles E. Solis, daughter of Mr. Peter D.V. Angeles and Mrs. Lirio Solis Angeles. Humanities, Entrepreneurship, Arts and Social Sciences. Ephraim Alejo E. Kabatbat, son of Mr. Jimeniano F. Alejo and Mrs. Mayra Kabatbat Alejo. Ephraim is admitted at Lyceum of the Philippines University, Cavite. Jomark Kalimlim E. Vedal, son of Mr. Michael D.V. Kalimlim and Mrs. Mary Jane Vidal Kalimlim. Jomark is admitted at Far Eastern University and St. Louis University. J.M. Vincent de Vera E. Fernandez, son of Mr. Jason C. de Vera and Mrs. Maricel Fernandez de Vera. Robertson Santillan E. Ballesteros, son of Mr. Roberto C. Santillan Jr. and Mrs. Cristina Ballesteros Santillan. Lake Russell de la Cruz E. Hernando, daughter of Mr. Ray Russell D. de la Cruz and Mrs. Maricel Hernando de la Cruz. Rachel May Ronario E. Acunin, daughter of Mr. Lito M. Ronario and Mrs. Lourdes Acunin Ronario. Rachel May is admitted at Centro Escolar University, Far Eastern University, and National University. Serene Rule E. Carranza, daughter of Mr. Alfonso C. Rule and Mrs. Mirna Carranza Rule. Science, Technology, Engineering, and Entrepreneurship, Arts and Mathematics. Jimuel Kagampan E. Castro, son of Mr. James S. Kagampan and Mrs. Maylinda Castro Kagampan. Jimuel is admitted at Philippine State College of Aeronautics. Jose Amado Carlo Claudio E. Bandong, son of Mr. Edmond A. Claudio and Mrs. Josephine Bandong Claudio. Napoleon Benedict Doria E. Estaris, son of Engineer Bernard S. Doria and Mrs. Marivic Estaris Doria. Napoleon is admitted at Far Eastern University. Carl Matthew Gonzalez E. Fernandez, son of Mr. Chito M. Gonzalez and Dr. May Fernandez Gonzalez, alumna, batch 1986. Carl Matthew is admitted at St. Louis University. Troy Ethan Andre Mapanaw E. Corpus, son of Engineer Michael C. Mapanaw, alumnus, batch 1992, and Mrs. Maria Teresa Barbara Vanessa Corpus Mapanaw. Troy is admitted at St. Louis University. Jaden Alan Perez E. Castillo, son of the late Mr. Abraham Perez and Mrs. Raquel Castillo Perez. Jericho Arjun Plumantes E. Matute, son of Mr. Arsenio C. Plumantes and Mrs. Marifil Matute Plumantes. Jericho Arjun is admitted at Ateneo de Manila University, full scholar, De La Salle University, University of the Philippines, Baguio, University of Santo Tomas, and St. Louis University. Ralph Anthony Rafael E. Ramos, son of Dr. Rodolfo T. Rafael and Dr. Amelin Ramos Rafael, alumna batch 1983. Ralph Anthony is admitted at Ateneo de Manila University, De La Salle University, University of the Philippines, Baguio, and University of Santo Tomas. Paulo Sanggalang E. Calecdan, son of the late Mr. Pablo C. Sanggalang and the late Mrs. Alice Calecdan Sanggalang. Paulo is admitted at Centro Escolar University, Far Eastern University, and St. Louis University. Brent Einstein's Shapno E. Meneses, son of Mr. Bernardo D. Shapno and Mrs. Jodina Meneses Shapno. Brent Einsteins is admitted at Centro Escolar University and Far Eastern University. Francis Aaron Tenquico E. Dolor, son of Mr. Fausto G. Tenquico and Mrs. Adelina Dolor Tenquico. Sidney Adrian Valenzuela E. Alamar, son of PO2 Leandro DJ Valenzuela and Police Major Saturnina Alamar Valenzuela. Sidney Adrian is admitted at Philippine Air Transport and Training Service, Parañaque. Yelena Ray Cabatic E. Bolinas, daughter of Mr. Randy M. Cabatic and Mrs. Joan Bolinas Cabatic, alumna batch 1991. Yelena Ray is admitted at Centro Escolar University, De La Salle University, St. Louis University, University of the East, and University of Santo Tomas. Jenny Riza Cayabyab E. Aguite, daughter of Architect Conrado V. Cayabyab and Mrs. Marites Aguite Cayabyab. Jenny is admitted at Ateneo de Manila University, De La Salle University, St. Louis University, University of the Philippines, Baguio, and University of Santo Tomas. Aliana Luis Clarin E. Calveria, daughter of Mr. Voltaire Edgardo S. Clarin, alumnus batch 1989, and Mrs. John Agnes Claveria Clarin. Aliana is admitted at St. Louis University and University of Santo Tomas. Audrey Cunha E. Tan, daughter of Mr. Wilson C. Cunha and Mrs. Jenny Tan Cunha. Elizabeth Maud Demetria Eden E. Ugaban, daughter of Mr. Andrew Gregory Eden and Mrs. Divina Ugaban Eden. Elizabeth Maud Demetria is admitted at Manchester Metropolitan University, United Kingdom, University of Derby, United Kingdom, De La Salle University, and St. Louis University. Amira El Kawalka E. Ashraf, daughter of Mr. Ashraf M. El Kawalka and Mrs. Gemma Borsina Tan. Amira is admitted at St. Louis University. Elizabeth Joy Quismundo E. de la Cruz, daughter of Mr. Rolando A. Quismundo and Mrs. Mirla de la Cruz Quismundo. Elizabeth Joy is admitted at I Academy. Aliana Ramos E. Guarin, daughter of Mr. Samuel P. Ramos and Mrs. Crescencia Guarin Ramos. Aliana is admitted at St. Louis University and University of Santo Tomas. Raisa Revote E. Bautista, daughter of Dr. Orlando M. Revote and Mrs. Gemma Bautista Revote. Mary Ann Patricia Rosal E. Quinto, daughter of Engineer Joseph Patrick F. Rosal and Mrs. Maria Golda Quinto Rosal. Patricia is admitted at University of Santo Tomas. Zarina Rose Villamil E. Acorda, daughter of Mr. Cesar L. Villamil and Mrs. Trinidad Acorda Villamil. Zarina Rose is admitted at San Beda University, Far Eastern University, and Far Eastern University Nicanor Reyes Medical Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the members of the graduating class of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the members of the graduating class of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Ednas School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Business, Entrepreneurship, Accountancy and Arts, and Management. Nick Vincent Franco E. Pagsulingan, son of the late Mr. R.V.S. Ferrango and Mrs. Janet Pagsulingan Ferrango. Nick Vincent is admitted at University of the East. Clark Lester Macaranas E. Fermin, son of Mr. Catalino I. Macaranas III and Mrs. Ligaya Fermin Macaranas. Clark Lester is admitted at Adamson University, St. Louis University. Morris Miguel Perito E. Rosualo, son of Mr. Manuel B. Perito and Mrs. Ria Rosualo Perito. Morris Miguel is admitted at I Academy, Adamson University, Far Eastern University, De La Salle University, University of Santo Tomas. Renbert Jamil Reyes E. Mamarin, son of Mr. Algreen F. Reyes and Mrs. Sandra Mamarin Reyes. Christine Althea Morado E. Forteza, daughter of Mr. Sergiliano M. Morado Jr. and Mrs. Mary Ann Forteza Morado. Christine Althea is admitted at University of Santo Tomas. Veronica May Tagorda E. Zafra, daughter of Mr. Cesar V. Tagorda and Mrs. Maria Belinda Zafra Tagorda. Veronica May is admitted at St. Louis University, in the Run Colleges, I Academy, University of Santo Tomas, De La Salle University. Science, Technology, Engineering, and Entrepreneurship, Arts and Mathematics. Brandon Kyle Austria E. Bautista, son of Mr. Edison G. Austria and Miss Twinkle C. Bautista. Mr. Edison G. Austria is an alumnus of Ednas School of San Carlos, batch 1999. Miss Twinkle C. Bautista is an alumna of Ednas School of San Carlos, batch 1998. Ernest Peter Barbon E. Solomon, son of the late Mr. Orlando Hector P. Barbon and the late Mrs. Florita Solomon Barbon. Ernest Peter is admitted at St. Louis University. Owen Magus de Vera E. Peralta, son of Mr. Leonard R. de Vera and Mrs. Donna Marie Peralta de Vera. Owen Magus is admitted at St. Louis University. Bryson Ferrer E. Fermin, son of Mr. Winifredo M. Ferrer and Mrs. Lailani Fermin Ferrer. Bryson is admitted at St. Louis University. Jamel Mico Ferrer E. Sarmiento, son of Mr. Jesus Jimmy B. Ferrer and Mrs. Mercedita Sarmiento Ferrer. Jamel Mico is admitted at St. Louis University. For Eastern University, Jervic Jarillo E. Castro, son of the late Honorable Gerardo S. Jarillo and Mrs. Marites Castro Jarillo. Jervic is admitted at St. Louis University, University of Santo Tomas. U. Oscar Reyes E. Agas, son of Mr. Mark C. Reyes and Dr. Victoria Jehan Agas Reyes. Mr. Mark C. Reyes is an alumnus of Ednas School of San Carlos, batch 1995. Luke Oscar is admitted at St. Louis University, I Academy, Ateneo de Manila University. Joshua Michael Torre E. Fermin, son of Mr. Ernie S. Azarcon and Attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre. Attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre is an alumna of Ednas School of Dagupan, batch 1993. Joshua Michael is admitted at St. Louis University. For Eastern University, University of Santo Tomas. Alisa Kyle Batucan E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Ruel R. Batucan and Mrs. Sally de Guzman Batucan. Alisa Kyle is admitted at Far Eastern University. Jean Keith Cancino E. Mondero, daughter of Engineer Norberto C. Cancino and Mrs. Loida Mondero Cancino. Jean Keith is admitted at Far Eastern University. Josela Marie Carrera E. Alimbuyao, daughter of Dr. Jose Z. Carrera Jr. and the late Dr. Elaine Limpa Alimbuyao Carrera. Junica Dane de la Cruz E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Dominador A. de la Cruz and Mrs. Nida de Guzman de la Cruz. Junica Dane is admitted at St. Louis University. Shekina Fern de la Cruz E. Faro, daughter of Police Senior Master Sergeant Freddy R. de la Cruz and Mrs. Charlene Faro de la Cruz. Shekina Fern is admitted at University of Santo Tomas, De La Salle University, University of the Philippines, Manila. Rose Ann Fermin E. De Twin, daughter of Engineer Juan D. Fermin Jr. and Mrs. Milagros De Twin Fermin. Rose Ann is admitted at University of Santo Tomas. Marjorie Fernandez E. Fernandez, daughter of Mr. Eduardo M. Fernandez and Mrs. Marilyn Fernandez Fernandez. Marjorie is admitted at St. Louis University, Far Eastern University. Patricia Ann Fernandez E. Cruz, daughter of Mr. Jaime F. Fernandez and Mrs. Marilu Cruz Fernandez. Patricia Ann is admitted at St. Louis University, Far Eastern University. Bea Antoinette Forteza E. Tamundong, daughter of the late Mr. Anthony P. Forteza and Mrs. Guadaline Tamundong Forteza. The late Mr. Anthony P. Forteza is an alumnus of Ednas School of San Carlos, batch 2001. Bea Antoinette is admitted at St. Louis University. Jamaline Mandapat E. Palisok, daughter of Mr. Jeronimo C. Mandapat and Mrs. Marlene Palisok Mandapat. Geraldine Patayan E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Marcelo D.G. Patayan and Mrs. Fe de Guzman Patayan. Princess Idrema Tuazon E. Valdez, daughter of Mr. Edgardo D. Tuazon and Mrs. Remedios Valdez Tuazon. Princess Edrema is admitted at St. Louis University. Jennifer Velasquez E. Peralta, daughter of Mr. Algin M. Velasquez and Mrs. Ninfa Peralta Velasquez. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the members of the graduating class of grade 12 EMC Squared of Ednas School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
have the honor to present to you the members of the graduating class of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School of Alaminos for the school year 2019-2020. Business, Entrepreneurship, Accountancy and Arts, and Management. Hikaru Hagay Bautista y Karen, son of Mr. Onofre G. Bautista Jr. and Mrs. Cherry Melody Zenaida Carrera Bautista. John Matthew Briones E. Nomos, son of Mr. Nelson C. Briones and Mrs. Esther Nomos Briones. Humanities, Entrepreneurship, Arts and Social Sciences. Joff Micael Ganal E. Racho, son of Mr. Geoffrey R. Ganal and Mrs. Rosel Racho Ganal. Joff Micael is admitted at San Beda University and Far Eastern University. Michael Redman E. Amistad, son of Mr. Michael G. Redman and Mrs. Nor Amistad Redman. Science, Technology, Engineering and Entrepreneurship, Arts and Mathematics. Vince Jairus Aragones E. Jimeno, son of Engineer Jonard Z. Aragones and Mrs. Vivian Jimeno Aragones. Vincent Mico Beltran E. Rigaspi, son of Mr. Avelino V. Beltran and Mrs. Melba Rigaspi Beltran. John Vincent Valdez E. Radok, son of Engineer Jovito A. Valdez and Dr. Jocelyn Radok Valdez. John Vincent is admitted at Far Eastern University. Casey Lay Damasen E. Rimando, daughter of Engineer Joseph B. Damasen and Mrs. Mary Jane Rimando Damasen. Casey Lay is admitted at Far Eastern University. Sophia Daniel Gabriel E. Gutierrez, daughter of Mr. Misael J. Gabriel and Mrs. Aurora Linda Gutierrez Gabriel. Sophia Daniel is admitted at University of Santo Tomas, De La Salle University, Ateneo de Manila University, and University of the Philippines, Diliman. Nicole Dominique Ong E. Humilde, daughter of Dr. Carlos C. Ong and Dr. Imelda Humilde Ong. Nicole Dominique is admitted at Far Eastern University, De La Salle University, and University of the Philippines, Baguio. Catherine Elizabeth Pardillo E. Rabanera, daughter of Mr. Joseph C. Salta and Mrs. Lilibeth Rabanera Pardillo. Gian Rivera E. Shoko, daughter of Dr. Jovito S. Rivera and Dr. Genevieve Shoko Rivera. Gian is admitted at Centro Escolar University. Julianne Doreen Tan E. Kinisho, daughter of Mr. Jasper D. Tan and Mrs. Dori Kinisho Tan. Julianne Doreen is admitted at Far Eastern University. Marian Kyla Viray E. Bantolino, daughter of Mr. Martini T. Viray and Mrs. Anne Bantolino Viray. Marian Kyla is admitted at Far Eastern University and Centro Escolar University. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the members of the graduating class of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School of Alaminos for the school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
It is our great honor to present to you the woman behind the success and the legacy of excellence of the Ednas group of schools, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, for her inspirational message.
On behalf of Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, our Director of Curriculum, Supervision and Innovation, Mrs. Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancaflor, will deliver the inspirational message.
Greetings to all our graduates and honorees. The end of this school year is quite unprecedented and extraordinary. In the midst of this global pandemic, I have witnessed our children forge on and finish the school year with courage, bravery, and perseverance. Together with the patient support, understanding, and guidance of your parents, you have accomplished the last quarter of this school year using a virtual platform with the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual vigor and excellence expected of an Ednasian. Although my heart misses every one of you, my spirit and prayers reach out and embrace each one of you and your family. When one thinks of graduation, this signals the completion of an era. It is the end of years of hard toil and challenging hurdles. On the other hand, commencement signifies the beginning of a new one. I would like to think of this special event as a beginning of the virtue of adventure, as one artist puts it. It is an adventure and journey of life filled with a high quality and moral standard of studies, hard work, deepening of relationships and experiences, faith, and character. It is like entering a grand and brand new threshold, leaving one room and entering another. For our youngest graduates, it is graduating from preparatory school, then entering grade 1, the beginning of your elementary years. For our grade school and high school honorees, it is finishing another year and onward to the next school year. For our grade 6 graduates, it is ending your elementary school years with the onset of puberty and transitioning to junior high school and teenage life. And for our senior high school graduates, this school year, you are the special and chosen ones. The brains of our young adult graduates are by now perhaps not quite fully developed. In our world that is changing in speeds unimaginable, you will be inheriting an era even more conditioned by digital or virtual platforms, what we now call the new normal. Your growth from young adulthood to adulthood will be a test of your mettle in facing your college years and later on life with grit, grace, and wisdom. As your brains fully mature in your mid and late 20s, your generation will realize that it is important to acquire knowledge in order to find solutions. We see it now in the race to find a swift, safe, and effective treatment and vaccine for COVID-19. It is a time the world's top scientists are coming together and collaborating to beat this virus. Not only is it an exciting time for science, but also an exhilarating time for the field of education. The impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on education globally have certainly caused a degree of inconvenience, but it has prompted new examples of educational innovations. COVID-19 has become a catalyst for educational institutions worldwide to search for innovative solutions in a relatively short period of time. Some of these are learning at home via digital and interactive apps like in Hong Kong. Another is access to learning material through live television broadcasts as applied in China. In Nigeria, asynchronous online learning tools such as reading material via Google Classroom were supplemented with synchronous face-to-face video instruction. In Lebanon, students shot and sent over their own videos of athletic training and sports to their teachers as homework. This pushed students to learn new skills such as shooting, editing, and sending the video in the right format to their teachers. In China, the US, and Japan, we see learners and solution providers truly embracing the learning anywhere, anytime concept of digital education in a range of formats. Now, traditional in-person classroom learning is complemented with new learning modalities, from live broadcasts on TV or radio to learning management systems and educational influencers to virtual reality experiences. Learning, therefore, has become a habit that is integrated into daily routines. Our children got a taste of this true lifestyle of learning last quarter of the school year. The rapid spread of COVID-19 has demonstrated the importance of building resilience to face various threats in our unpredictable world. This pandemic has also reminded us of the skills our students need in these uncertain times, such as informed decision making, creative problem solving, and above all, adaptability or grit. To ensure that these skills are a priority for our students, resilience must be built into our educational systems. The Reach Plus Grit program of the Ednas schools aim to demonstrate precisely the resilience and grit educational systems need at this time. The remote Ednas education in a collaborative home powered by grit via a learning management system or LMS directs its targets to reach out and deliver to you the Edna School curriculum. This is a testament of our unwavering commitment to serve all of you a quality standard of education in the safety of your homes. This will successfully require the active engagement of our parents and guardians to work with us closely and collaboratively so that learning does not stop due to the pandemic. The Edna School administration, faculty, and staff are excitedly looking forward to applying this program and delivering it to you virtually this coming school year 2020-2021. Yes, it will need rigorous training on our part, our children, and our parents, and yet, together, we can learn as one Edna School family and community. We are all in this together, and we all are part of the solution. Dear graduates and honorees, you are the chosen ones. You are chosen to fill your mind and spirit with knowledge and virtue, and with them to find solutions to the problems of our world. That is what our education is largely for. It is to build our world and create it to be more interesting because you are in it. You are chosen to love and serve others, and with that love and service, fulfill your highest self, and that is to love and serve the Lord Almighty in all things. The smallest step of love and service can create the most extensive and boundless change in our world. Go forth, my beloved graduates and honorees, and, as I quote one distinguished world leader, explore the sciences that expand your world, the economies that keep it running, and the laws that set us free. But in the process, never lose sight of others in humanity, whom we are called to love and serve. In them and in us, God lives. Your future explorations will show you a facet of God's love for us in His creation, and thus will deepen your relationship with Him. Be kind. In all things, always be kind. And while you walk or run or swim in this adventure of life, find your change and live it. Remember that I will always love you, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
We proceed to the conferral of medals and certificates to the honor students, recipients of the Academic Excellence and Special Awards, Multiple Intelligences, Scholastic Achievement, Best in E-Learning and Robotics Engineering, Perfect Attendance, and winners of non-skilled competitions of the graduating classes of Ednas School, Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos. Honor students are those with no grades lower than 90 in any subject of any academic strand, and no grades lower than B+ in character development. They are ranked based on the general weighted average of their combined grade 11 and grade 12 curriculum years, plus the general weighted average rank of their extracurricular activities. Rank 1, Valedictorian. Rank 2, Salutatorian. Rank 3, First Honorable Mention. Rank 4, Second Honorable Mention. Rank 5, Third Honorable Mention. Rank 6 to 10, recipients of the Academic Excellence Award.
The conferral of certificates to the honor students and recipients of the Academic Excellence Award of Class 2020 will be presented by the class advisors, Mr. Joel de los Santos, Mr. Ronald Carino, and Mr. Raymond Flores.
We have the honor to present to you the honor students of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School graduating class, school year 2019-2020. Valedictorian, Verbal Linguistic, Perfect Attendance, Highest attained grade for Science, Technology, Engineering, Entrepreneurship, Arts, and Mathematics. Jericho Arjun Plumantes E. Matute, son of Mr. Arsenio C. Plumantes and Mrs. Marifil Matute Plumantes. Salutatorian, highest attained grade for Humanities, Entrepreneurship, Arts, and Social Sciences. Serene Rule E. Carranza, daughter of Mr. Alfonso C. Rule and Mrs. Mirna Carranza Rule. First Honorable Mention, Naturalist, Perfect Attendance, Chenny Riza Cayabyab E. Aguite, daughter of Architect Conrado V. Cayabyab and Mrs. Marites Aguite Cayabyab. Second Honorable Mention, Visual Spatial, Audrey Cunha E. Tan, daughter of Mr. Wilson C. Cunha and Mrs. Jenny Tan Cunha. Third Honorable Mention, Perfect Attendance, Yelena Ray Cabatic E. Bolinas, daughter of Mr. Randy M. Cabatic and Mrs. Joanne Bolinas Cabatic, alumna, batch 1991. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the honor students of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations! We have the honor to present to you the recipients of the Academic Excellence Award of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School graduating class, school year 2019-2020. Academic Excellence Awardee, Interpersonal, Bodily Kinesthetic, Highest attained grade for Business, Entrepreneurship, Accountancy, Arts, and Management, Peter Samuel Torres E. La Peña, son of Mr. Lorenzo S. Torres and Mrs. Nila La Peña Torres. Academic Excellence Awardee, Perfect Attendance, Mary Ann Patricia Rosal E. Quinto, daughter of Engineer Joseph Patrick F. Rosal and Mrs. Maria Golda Quinto Rosal. Academic Excellence Awardee, Logical Mathematical, Best in E-Learning, Robotics Engineering Excellence Awardee, Perfect Attendance, Ralph Anthony Rafael E. Ramos, son of Dr. Rodolfo T. Rafael and Dr. Amelin Ramos Rafael, alumna, batch 1983. Academic Excellence Awardee, Scholastic Student Achievement, Highest Lexile Score Award, Elizabeth Maud Demetria Eden E. Ugaban, daughter of Mr. Andrew Gregory Eden and Mrs. Divina Ugaban Eden. Academic Excellence Awardee, Aliana Luis Clarin E. Claveria, daughter of Mr. Voltaire Edgardo S. Clarin, alumnus, batch 1989, and Mrs. John Agnes Claveria Clarin. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of the Academic Excellence Award of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the honor students and recipients of the Academic Excellence, Multiple Intelligences, Best in E-Learning, Scholastic Student Achievement Awards, Perfect Attendance, and winners of Land School Competitions of Grade 12 Section EMC Squared, school year 2019-2020. Valedictorian, Naturalistic, Best in E-Learning, Scholastic Star Reader, Perfect Attendance, Highest Attained Grade for Science, Technology, Engineering, Entrepreneurship, Arts, and Mathematics. Shikina Ferl de la Cruz E. Faro, daughter of Police Senior Master Sergeant Freddy R. de la Cruz and Mrs. Sherlene Faro de la Cruz. Salutatorian, Intrapersonal, Perfect Attendance, Rose Ann Fermin E. Datwin, daughter of Engineer Juan D. Fermin Jr. and Mrs. Milagros Datwin Fermin. First Honorable Mention, Verbal Linguistic, Perfect Attendance, Joshua Michael Torre E. Fermin, son of Mr. Ernie S. Azarcon and Attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre. Attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre is an alumna of Ednas School of Dagupan, batch 1993. Second Honorable Mention, Perfect Attendance, Highest Attained Grade for Business, Entrepreneurship, Accountancy, Arts, and Management. Christine Althea Morado E. Forteza, daughter of Mr. Cerveliano M. Morado Jr. and Mrs. Mary Ann Forteza Morado. Third Honorable Mention, Perfect Attendance, Morris Miguel Perito E. Rosualo, son of Mr. Manuel B. Perito and Mrs. Ria Rosualo Perito. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the honor students of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Ednas School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations! Academic Excellence Awardee, Alisa Kyle Batucan E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Roel R. Batucan and Mrs. Sally de Guzman Batucan. Academic Excellence Awardee, Padily Kinesthetic, Interpersonal, Jean Keith Cancino E. Mondero, daughter of Engineer Norberto C. Cancino and Mrs. Loida Mondero Cancino. Academic Excellence Awardee, Logical Mathematical, perfect attendance. Jervic Jarillo E. Castro, son of the late Honorable Gerardo S. Jarillo and Mrs. Marites Castro Jarillo. Academic Excellence Awardee, Visual Spatial, Patricia Ann Fernandez E. Cruz, daughter of Mr. Jaime F. Fernandez and Mrs. Marilu Cruz Fernandez. Academic Excellence Awardee, perfect attendance, Jennifer Velasquez E. Peralta, daughter of Mr. Algin M. Velasquez and Mrs. Nympha Peralta Velasquez. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of the Academic Excellence Award of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Ednas School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the honor students and recipients of the Academic Excellence, Multiple Intelligences, Best in E-Learning, World Scholars Club, Scholastic Student Achievement Awards, and Perfect Attendance of Grade 12 Relativity, school year 2019-2020. We have the honor to present to you the honor students of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School of Alaminos, graduating class, school year 2019-2020. Valedictorian, Verbal Linguistic, Logical Mathematical, Perfect Attendance Awardee, highest attained grade for Science, Technology, Engineering and Entrepreneurship, Arts and Mathematics. Sofia Daniel Gabriel E. Gutierrez, daughter of Mr. Misael J. Gabriel and Mrs. Aurora Linda Gutierrez Gabriel. Salutatorian, Naturalist, Interpersonal, Musical, Perfect Attendance Awardee, Scholastic Highest Lexile Score Award, Scholastic Highest Lexile Growth Award, Nicole Dominique Ong E. Humilde, daughter of Dr. Carlos C. Ong and Dr. Imelda Humilde Ong. First honorable mention, Intrapersonal, Best in E-Learning, Perfect Attendance Awardee, Catherine Elizabeth Pardillo Irabanera, daughter of Mr. Kenneth John Pardillo and Mrs. Lilibeth Rabanera Pardillo. Second honorable mention, Perfect Attendance Awardee, highest attained grade for Business, Entrepreneurship, Accountancy, Arts and Management. Silver Medal, Team Countdown, Not So Many Global Round, World Scholars Cup. Tournament of Champions Qualifier, Not So Many Global Round, World Scholars Cup. Silver Medal, Debate Champions, Tournament of Champions, World Scholars Cup. Top 50% Challenge Literature, Tournament of Champions, World Scholars Cup. Silver Medal, Team Debate, Tournament of Champions, World Scholars Cup. Silver Medal, Team Bold, Tournament of Champions, World Scholars Cup. John Matthew Briones E. Nomus, son of Mr. Nelson C. Briones and Mrs. Esther Nomus Briones. Third honorable mention, Perfect Attendance Awardee, Gian Rivera E. Shoco, daughter of Dr. Vito S. Rivera and Dr. Genevieve Shoco Rivera. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the honor students of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School of Alaminos for the school year 2019-2020. Congratulations! we have the honor to present to you the recipients of the Academic Excellence Award of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School of Alaminos graduating class for the school year 2019-2020. Academic Excellence Awardee, Perfect Attendance Awardee, Hicaruyos Hagay Bautista y Carrera, son of Mr. Onofre G. Bautista Jr. and Mrs. Cherry Melody Zinaida Carrera Bautista. Academic Excellence Awardee, Perfect Attendance Awardee, John Vincent Valdez E. Radoc, son of Engineer Jovito A. Valdez and Dr. Jocelyn Radoc Valdez. Academic Excellence Awardee, Perfect Attendance Awardee, Julian Doreen Tan E. Kenisio, daughter of Mr. Jasper D. Tan and Mrs. Dory Kenisio Tan. Academic Excellence Awardee, Perfect Attendance Awardee, Highest Attained Grade for Humanities, Entrepreneurship, Arts and Social Sciences, Joff Micael Ganal E. Racho, son of Mr. Joffrey R. Ganal and Mrs. Rosel Racho Ganal. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of the Academic Excellence Award of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School of Alaminos graduating class for the school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
The Cipriano C. Torres Senior Leadership Award is given to a very special student who follows principles rather than students' opinions. This student envisions the future, accepts disappointments, but is never discouraged. This student is a leader who is willing to embrace responsibilities for the mistakes and shortcomings of followers and leads by consent, not by opinions. Most importantly, this student is a leader made not by popularity, but by the respect and admiration of followers. Cipriano C. Torrio is the late father of our school founder and director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Cipriano C. Torrio Senior Leadership Award is the chairman of the Central Board of Students. Edna School, Dagupan, Peter Samuel Torres y La Peña, son of Mr. Lorenzo S. Torres and Mrs. Nila La Peña Torres. Edna School of San Carlos, Bryson Ferrer y Fermin, son of Mr. Winifredo M. Ferrer and Mrs. Lailani Fermin Ferrer. Edna School of Alaminos, Nicole Dominic Ong y Humilde, daughter of Dr. Carlos C. Ong and Dr. Imelda Humilde.
The Rogelio G. Gonzalez Literary Award recognizes the human mind to respond with enthusiasm, creative imagination, and desire to succeed. This award is presented to the student writer who personifies leadership through creative and prolific works. The following recipients of these awards serve as a transversal line in the life of student publications of Edna School Dagupan, The Breakthrough, Edna School San Carlos, The Chrysalis, and Edna School Alaminos, The Blaze. Rogelio G. Gonzalez is the late husband of our school director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, The recipient of the Rogelio G. Gonzalez Literary Award is the editor of the school organ or newspaper. Ednas School Dagupan, Jericho Arjun Plumantes y Matute, son of Mr. Arsenio C. Plumantes and Mrs. Marifil Matute Plumantes. Edna School San Carlos, Joshua Michael Torre E. Fermin, son of Mr. Ernie S. Azarcon and attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre, alumna of Edna School Dagupan, batch 1993. Edna School Alaminos, Sofia Daniel Gabriel E. Gutierrez, daughter of Mr. Misael J. Gabriel and Mrs. Aurora Linda Gutierrez Gabriel. The Sports Achievement Award is given to graduating students who have shown exemplary performance during the Sir Rogelio Gonzalez Intramurals, Division-wide Sports Meet, Region 1 Athletic Association Meet, and Palarong Pambansa 2019.
The Deportment Award is presented to students who embody the values and characteristics of a true Ednasian. These are integrity, cleanliness, courtesy, promptness and punctuality, honesty, industriousness and perseverance, resourcefulness, respect, sacrifice, and leadership.
The multiple intelligences approach, theorized by Howard Gardner, has proven that every human being possesses varied intelligences. Students who excel in a dominant intelligence are presented awards in the following: verbal linguistic or word smart, logical mathematical or number smart, visual spatial or art smart, musical or music smart, bodily kinesthetic or body smart, interpersonal or people smart, intrapersonal or self smart, and naturalistic or nature smart.
The Scholastic Assessment and Enrichment Program or Prime English presents the Student Achievement Awards to students who achieved the highest Lexile score and highest Lexile growth in reading comprehension.
The Best in E-Learning and Robotics Engineering Award is presented to students who showed excellence in both written and hands-on computer and robotics engineering skills. And the Perfect Attendance Award is presented to students who completed the number of days for the school year 2019-2020 from August 6 to the day the lockdown was announced by the city government on March 14, 2020.
For the first time in the history of all three campuses of Edna School, students have demonstrated their mettle beyond our country's shores and onto the world stage. The World Scholars Cup, or WSC, is an academic tournament which features four main events, namely Team Debate, Collaborative Writing, Scholars Challenge, and Scholars Bowl. 6 Ednasians representing both the Philippines and the Ednas group of schools performed in the last round or the Tournament of Champions of the World Scholars Cup held yearly at the prestigious Yale University in the United States. They finished the tournament garnering individual and team awards, a total of 32 medals and 2 trophies in the notable academic competition where approximately 4,000 students from 60 countries participated. We have the honor to present to you the recipients of the department: Multiple Intelligences, Scholastic Student Achievement, Best in E-Learning and Robotics Engineering, Perfect Attendance, and the World Scholars Cup Awards of the Ednas Senior High School graduating classes, school year 2019-2020.
We have the honor to present to you the Deportment Awardees of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Edna School, school year 2019-2020. Jericho Arjun Plumantes y Matute, son of Mr. Arsenio C. Plumantes and Mrs. Marifil Matute Plumantes. Serene Rule y Carranza, daughter of Mr. Alfonso C. Rule and Mrs. Mirna Carranza Rule. Marian Patricia Rosal E. Quinto, daughter of Engineer Joseph Patrick F. Rosal and Mrs. Maria Golda Quinto Rosal. Audrey Cunha E. Tan, daughter of Mr. Wilson C. Cunha and Mrs. Jenny Tan Cunha. Elizabeth Maud Demetria Eden E. Ugaban, daughter of Mr. Andrew Gregory Eden and Mrs. Davina Ugaban Eden. Amira Elkawalka E. Ashraf, daughter of Mr. Ashraf M. Elkawalka and Mrs. Gemma Borsina Tan. Chenny Riza Kayabyab E. Agite, daughter of Architect Conrado V. Kayabyab and Mrs. Marites Agite Kayabyab. Ralph Anthony Rafael E. Ramos, son of Dr. Rodolfo T. Rafael and Dr. Amelin Ramos Rafael, alumna, batch 1983. Elizabeth Joy Quismundo E. de la Cruz, daughter of Mr. Rolando A. Quismundo and Mrs. Mirla de la Cruz Quismundo. Yelena Ray Cabatic E. Bolinas, daughter of Mr. Randy M. Cabatic and Mrs. Joanne Bolinas Cabatic, alumna, batch 1991. Peter Samuel Torres E. La Peña, son of Mr. Lorenzo S. Torres and Mrs. Nila La Peña Torres. Aliana Luis Clarin E. Claveria, daughter of Mr. Voltaire Edgardo S. Clarin, alumnus, batch 1989, and Mrs. John Agnes Claveria Clarin. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the deportment awardees of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations! We have the honor to present to you the recipients of Multiple Intelligences, Best in E-Learning and Robotics Engineering Excellence, Scholastic Student Achievement, and Perfect Attendance of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School, school year 2019-2020. Musical, Jomark Kalimlim E. Vidal, son of Mr. Michael D.V. Kalimlim and Mrs. Mary Jane Vidal Kalimlim. Intra-personal, Amira Elkawalka E. Ashraf, daughter of Mr. Ashraf M. Elkawalka and Mrs. Gemma Borsina Tan. Scholastic Student Achievement, Highest Lexile Growth Award, Ephraim Alejo E. Kabatbat, son of Mr. Gemeniano F. Alejo and Mrs. Mayra Kabatbat Alejo. Scholastic Student Achievement, Star Reader Award, Jose Amado Carlo Claudio E. Bandong, son of Mr. Edmond A. Claudio and Mrs. Josephine Bandong Claudio. Robotics Engineering Excellence Award, Troy Ethan Andre Mapanaw E. Corpus, son of Engineer Michael C. Mapanaw, alumnus, batch 1992, and Mrs. Maria Teresa Barbara Vanessa Corpus Mapanaw. Robotics Engineering Excellence Award, Paulo Sangalang E. Calicdan, son of the late Mr. Pablo C. Sangalang and the late Mrs. Alice Calicdan Sangalang. Perfect Attendance Award, Elizabeth Joy Quismundo E. de la Cruz, daughter of Mr. Rolando A. Quismundo and Mrs. Mirla de la Cruz Quismundo. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of the Multiple Intelligences, Best in E-Learning and Robotics Engineering Excellence, Scholastic Student Achievement, and Perfect Attendance of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the deportment awardees of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Ednas School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Morris Miguel Perito E. Rosualo, son of Mr. Manuel B. Perito and Mrs. Ria Rosualo Perito. Joshua Michael Torre E. Fermin, son of Mr. Ernie S. Azarcon and Attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre. Attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre is an alumna of Ednas School of Dagupan, batch 1993. Alisa Kyle Batucan E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Roel R. Batucan and Mrs. Sally de Guzman Batucan. Shikina Ferl de la Cruz E. Faro, daughter of Police Senior Master Sergeant Freddy R. de la Cruz and Mrs. Sherlyn Faro de la Cruz. Patricia Ann Fernandez E. Cruz, daughter of Mr. Jaime F. Fernandez and Mrs. Marilu Cruz Fernandez. Christine Althea Morado E. Forteza, daughter of Mr. Cerveliano M. Morado Jr. and Mrs. Mary Ann Forteza Morado. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the department awardees of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Ednas School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations! We have the honor to present to you the recipients of the Sports Achievement Award, Multiple Intelligences, Scholastic Student Achievement Award, and winners of non-school competitions of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Edna School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Sports Achievement Awardee, Brandon Kyle Austria E. Bautista, son of Mr. Edison G. Austria and Ms. Twinkle C. Bautista. Mr. Edison G. Austria is an alumnus of Edna School of San Carlos, batch 1999. Ms. Twinkle C. Bautista is an alumna of Edna School of San Carlos, batch 1998. Sports Achievement Awardee, Owen Magus de Vera E. Peralta, son of Mr. Leonard R. de Vera and Mrs. Donna Marie Peralta de Vera. Sports Achievement Awardee, Bodily Kinesthetic, Bryson Ferrer E. Fermin, son of Mr. Winifredo M. Ferrer and Mrs. Leilani Fermin Ferrer. Sports Achievement Awardee, Jamel Mico Ferrer E. Sarmiento, son of Mr. Jesus Jimmy B. Ferrer and Mrs. Mercedita Sarmiento Ferrer. Sports Achievement Awardee, Scholastic Highest Lexal Growth, Clark Lester Macaranas E. Fermin, son of Mr. Catalino I. Macaranas III and Mrs. Ligaya Fermin Macaranas. Sports Achievement Awardee, Renbert Jamel Reyes E. Mamaril, son of Mr. Algreen F. Reyes and Mrs. Sandra Mamaril Reyes. Sports Achievement Awardee, Junica Dane de la Cruz E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Dominador A. de la Cruz and Mrs. Nida de Guzman de la Cruz. Sports Achievement Awardee, Veronica May Tagorda E. Zafra, daughter of Mr. Cesar V. Tagorda and Mrs. Maria Belinda Zafra Tagorda. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of the Sports Achievement Award, Multiple Intelligences, Scholastic Student Achievement Award, and winners of non-school competitions of Grade 12 Section EMC Squared, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations! We have the honor to present you the recipients of the Multiple Intelligences, Scholastic Student Achievement Award, in perfect attendance of Grade 12 Section EMC Squared of Edna School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Perfect attendance, Ernest Peter Barbon E. Solomon, son of Mr. Orlando Hector P. Barbon and the late Mrs. Glorita Solomon Barbon. Scholastic Highest Lexal Score, Luke Oscar Reyes E. Agas, son of Mr. Mark C. Reyes and Dr. Victoria Jehan Agas Reyes. Mr. Mark C. Reyes is an alumnus of Ednas School of San Carlos, batch 1995. Musical, Gemaline Mandapat E. Palisok, daughter of Mr. Jeronimo C. Mandapat and Mrs. Marlene Palisok Mandapat. Perfect attendance, Geraldine Patayan E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Marcelo D. G. Patayan and Mrs. Fe de Guzman Patayan. Perfect attendance, Princess Edrema Tuazon E. Valdez, daughter of Mr. Edgardo D. Tuazon and Mrs. Remedios Valdez Tuazon. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of the Multiple Intelligences Scholastic Student Achievement Award in Perfect Attendance of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Edna School of San Carlos, School Year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the Deportment Awardees of Grade 12 Relativity of Edna School of Alaminos, School Year 2019-2020. Sofia Daniel Gabriel E. Gutierrez, daughter of Mr. Misael J. Gabriel and Mrs. Aurora Linda Gutierrez Gabriel. Nicole Dominique Ong E. Humilde, daughter of Dr. Carlos C. Ong and Dr. Imelda Humilde Ong. Catherine Elizabeth Perdillo E. Rabanera, daughter of Mr. Kenneth John Perdillo and Mrs. Lilibeth Rabanera Perdillo. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Deportment Awardees of Grade 12 Relativity of Edna School of Alaminos, School Year 2019-2020. We have the honor to present to you the Sports Achievement Awardee of Grade 12 Relativity of Edna School of Alaminos, School Year 2019-2020. Hicaro Yosk Hagay Bautista E. Carrera, son of Mr. Onofre G. Bautista Jr. and Mrs. Cherry Melody Zinaida Carrera Bautista. We have the honor to present to you the recipients of Multiple Intelligences and Perfect Attendance of Grade 12 Relativity of Edna School of Alaminos, School Year 2019-2020. Visual Spatial Perfect Attendance Awardee Casilay Damasen E. Rimando, daughter of Engineer Joseph B. Damasen and Mrs. Mary Jane Rimando Damasen. Bodily Kinesthetic Vince Jairus Aragones E. Jimeno, son of Engineer Johnard Z. Aragones and Mrs. Vivian Jimeno Aragones. Perfect Attendance Awardee Marian Kyla Viray E. Bantolino, daughter of Mr. Martini T. Viray and Mrs. Ann Bantolino Viray. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the recipients of Multiple Intelligences and Perfect Attendance of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School of Alaminos, school year 2019-2020.
Let us now listen to Jericho Arjun Plumantes y Matute, valedictorian of Ednas School Dagupan, to be followed by Shikaina Ferl de la Cruz y Faro, valedictorian of Ednas School San Carlos, and Sofia Daniel Gabriel y Gutierrez, valedictorian of Ednas School Alaminos, for their valedictory address.
To our school director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, our Director of Curriculum, Instruction, and Innovation, Mrs. Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancaflor, our school consultant, Mr. Florante M. Miranda, our Public Relations and Physical Plant Director, Mr. Rogelio Joseph Gonzalez Jr., our school principal, Mrs. Marian Vanessa S. Yambao, our junior high school supervisor, Mrs. Dierva A. Bernardo, our senior high school coordinator and prefect of discipline, Mr. Jim Dennis J. Season, members of the faculty and staff, parents and dear grandparents, friends, guests, and of course, my fellow virtual graduates of batch 2020, good day. As our MC surmised during the commencement exercises and reiterated this program, recognition is when you reap the fruit of labor and hard work. Getting this to be the class valedictorian flooded me with overwhelming congratulations and the infamous sana all from my classmates and friends, and they're wishing that they had such big achievement too. In my belief though, the authentic fruit of our hard work is this moment, graduation. Bringing home medals and certificates, these are just extra flavors to our success. But our diplomas, they signify the industry we allotted for years and years, so there is no need to feel down bringing home just a diploma, because it is not just a diploma, rather it is the diploma. And to everyone in my batch, believe me when I say we earned it. My experience here in the school is summarized by the most underappreciated poem in history, the Ednasian Manifesto. Life is one grand adventure. Indeed, it really is. I hope that I am far from its inevitable end, because I am living in the moment. I do not belong to the legions of losers who struggle with their inferiorities and whose only choice is to survive. Over the years, I have instilled confidence in me, and I have never allowed anyone to bring me down. I am meant to be the master of the universe, the crown of creation. This is the part of the speech, or of the poem, or the manifesto rather, that I strongly hang on to, that I am destined for more. And consequently, I will not be here if it weren't for the people behind my back. First off, to my parents. I can say now that I made it, and I am greatly thankful for you for being patient with me, especially when I reject your utos, or it's dinner time and I'm still playing Mobile Legends. And I am just really grateful for everything, from sustaining my education, my stomach satisfaction of course, and my overall manifestation. Thank you. My siblings, Kuya Arv, Ate Jel, Ate Aryan, you three have been my inspiration to always do my best so that I get a lot of privileges like food or binge watching movies at Robinson's. But setting all the physical things to give me incessantly aside, you three are all achievers in your unique fields, and you never made me feel the slightest amount of pressure anyone would ask for. You never fail to remind me that a nail can never stand unless hammered down, and generally I'm thankful for my family because I knew they believed in me since day one. Thank you. My relatives, Mommy, Mien, Tita Lani, Daddy, Tita Jenny, and you are all too many to mention. I am immensely grateful for the love, for the food of course, and the support. Thank you. My lifesavers, Kuya G and Ate Ella, huge thanks for preparing everything for me and for making sure that I arrived to school in perfect condition, bearing it with a smile. Thank you very much. speaking of family, my non-consanguineous family, Azul, for the countless, priceless, and evanescent fun, thank you. My advisors from kinder, Mrs. De Guzman, Mrs. Calicdan, Mrs. Choco, Ms. Ferreras, Mr. De Guzman, Mrs. Kayabia, Mrs. Pagador, Sir Uson, Sir Ramos, Sir Parras, Ma'am Bonnie, Sir DS. Thank you because you have all been great mothers and fathers, and I am thankful because you all trusted me. I am thankful because you molded me in aptitude and in attitude into who I am today. My teachers, of course, who have all been generous with the 99s and 100s. Kidding. Thank you. It is quite sad that I do not get to see all my teachers since preschool right now, but I am thankful for the lessons. Special shout outs to Mrs. Pagador and Mrs. Kayabyab for bringing out the leader in me, to Ma'am Aquino and Sir Season for bringing out the best debater in me, to Ma'am Uson for bringing out the director in me, Sir Manawis for bringing out the singer in me. Just kidding. For bringing out the businessman in me. You are one of the reasons why I decided to be inclined in businesses even if I were in STEAM. Sir De Guzman and Sir Arzodon for bringing out the inner mathematician in me. Mrs. Bernardo, of course, for bringing out the journalism in me. We may not have been joining competitions anymore, but working hard without a deadline gets to show that we are working passionately, and my undying love for journalism is something I owe to you. And lastly, to Ma'am Pata, Ma'am Aguilar, Ma'am Rodriguez, and Sir De Los Santos, of course, for being like figurative siblings to me who always check up on me despite your very busy schedules. Thank you all. Whew. My friends, of course, who have always been there, so kind to me. Thank you. But honorable mentions to my girlfriends, to Yeye, Odds, Yana, and Chen, to all our Pancit Canton dates, milk tea dates, aral that became kulitan dates. I definitely would miss all of those. And distance was and I know will never be an issue for us. We may literally be that watak-watak by college, but we can always party on group chats or in cafe land, and always note well that I love you. Thank you, and of course, if you're there for me, I would also extend my gratitude to your parents, Tita Joanne, Tita Jenny, Mommy Cres, and since I'm officially almost out of school, Tita Marites. Thank you because you all trusted me with your beautiful daughters. Thank you. Wild Group, Naomi, Carl, Dane, just tell me when you are free here in Dagupan so we would be complete, and I will go home all the way from Manila for bottoms up. For all the fun-filled memories, thank you. My favorite seatmate, Serene, who equally loves writing and beef as much as I do. Yes, you deserve the plaque of Arjun's most favorite seatmate too. Thank you. The guys, Peter, Elmo, Einstein, Troy, Ralph, biggest thanks for always the chill sessions when things get a little rough. Thank you. My LDRs, of course, Kiara and Andrea, you may literally be miles away, but you're always in my heart, and that explains why you always feel so near. Thank you. My Baguio friends, Nicole, Patrice, Cheska, Nikes, Joshua, Ate Kim, Ate Chelsea, Ate Moriel, Kuya Joshua, Ate Aliyah, and many, many more. Despite the distance, you were there anytime for me, and I am thankful for it. The Ferrers, of course. Ate Margaret Marie, Mary Jasmine, and Jamie Catherine. No biases, just chronologically arranged from oldest to youngest. And of course, Elijah. I am literally like your caring brother, and I will always remain to be that figure to you because I love you. Thank you all. Angela and Jom for always being constant friends despite the age gap. Tita Lumen, Kuya Dan, and everyone in the Matrix family for helping me with my CETs and having that explicit faith, which is something I didn't even have to pass my CETs. Aina and Maxine for sharing me your precious time while making the Breakthrough newspaper, and just to everyone who helped along the way. I do not have the ample time to extend gratitude, but I can offer you all my most genuine thank you. And last, and definitely not the least to you. No words can tantamount your grace, and I will only commit myself only to you. Thank you very much. Whew. I may emerge from my daily battles wounded, but not defeated. Everyone has a bad day, and along the way, there are many things in life that do not go exactly as how we planned. However, a persistent person never lets one obstacle get in the way for many possibilities. Surely everyone has a point in one's life to give up. I won't deny, so did I. But here's what I have to share. When I saw my grandmother's grave, February 5, 1941, and January 19, 2009, I came to the enlightenment that when we die, we are remembered for just 2 dates. The day we were born and the day we would die. And everything in between, the birth and death, good or bad, desirable or despicable, is confined in that teeny tiny hyphen. This said, our life is short. Metaphorically, it is too short. Hence, we have to make the most out of it. We have to arouse ourselves with positivity and neglect fallibility. So to everyone, be bold, be courageous, and most importantly, be your best. To be completely honest, I was scared to say this, my speech. Aside from the unobvious fact that I have serious fright for public speaking, I do not have the courage to at least write one once again. Behind your screens, please raise your hand if you have ever written a valedictory speech. Put it down. Please raise your hand if you have written 2 valedictory speeches. Put it down. Last, please raise your hand if you have written 3 or even more valedictory speeches. Put it down. I used to not have the confidence to say this before, but now, because I feel like I have the need to, I can proudly say that I did write valedictory speeches. Not once, nor thrice, nor twice, but thrice. Not to mention, my friend once overheard me reciting a draft speech 2 years ago. What an embarrassing moment that was. And it was scary to write once again, but I learned to stop self-deprecating my worth. There came a time when I felt that I am an undeserving valedictorian because I made a few mistakes and I regret them nightly and for many reasons. However, I realized that being here has a purpose and I embraced it. I can proudly say that I made it and I worked hard for it and I earned it, and that others as people won't bring me down because this is my fate, my destiny. How so, you may ask? Simply because I was taught by the school that I believe in myself, that I've got what it takes, that I am a winner. Before I cap my address, allow me to share my little philosophy/irony in life to my batchmates, which I firmly hold on to. I want us to think like an archer. An archer's weapon is a bow and an arrow. And to release the arrow's full potential, well, technically elastic potential energy, the bow has to bend, and even bend further. Despite the forces bending the bow down, it never breaks. It is strong. Let us think of all the bows bend as our challenges. And just like it, we would never break, even with such heavy setbacks in life. I have the guts to say this because I know that all of us here are catalysts for the positive change tomorrow. Because gazing upon the faces of my fellow graduates, what I can see are the country's future doctors, lawyers, seafarers, soldiers, engineers, architects, astronauts, accountants, professional gamers, networkers, and the sky is the limit to our aspirations. For one last time, this is Jericho Arjun Plumantes E. Matute, the academic virtuoso of Ednas School, Class Valedictorian School Year 2019-2020. A very, very proud Ednasian. Signing off. Good day and God bless.
To our school director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, our Director of Curriculum, Supervision, and Innovation, Mrs. Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancoflor, our School Principal, Dr. Bernadette C. Torre, our Grade School Coordinator, Mrs. Rebecca Ardesena, members of the faculty and staff, parents, and fellow graduates, a pleasant day to all of you. To start this off, congratulations everyone. Kudos for not giving up and for continuously believing that everything is possible. We survived every hardships, every obstacles, and we will continue to do so in the future, for we still have so many things ahead of ourselves. I have always been torn between being the best and doing my best. And so, I told myself, allow yourself to think and dream, to dream deep. These two words made me realize that dreams don't come true. They are true. Dreaming deep means finding of your real purpose. I'd like to take this opportunity to give the wind beneath our wings the gratitude they truly deserve. Our dearest parents, thank you so much for your support, sacrifices, and hard work. We truly value and appreciate what you've done to help us grow and achieve this milestone. Also, thank you to our teachers. You were more than a teacher to us. Thank you so much for being our second parents. You all will be treasured. Edna School of San Carlos plays a major role in shaping us for what lies ahead us, and that's to spread one's wing. You made us realize that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. You helped us hone our skills in so many aspects, not just in academics, but also in sports and etc. I know we've been waiting for this moment, but remember, we'll always look back. To Batch 24, we can finally say that all our battle against caffeine-fueled days and slumberless nights has been paid off. I know we're really waiting for this moment to come and couldn't wait to graduate. Few months ago, everyone was planning already and couldn't wait to enter their college life. I still remember how much fun we had in our free times. I still remember all the good times. But you know, what I'm trying to imply here is the flash from our past. You guys have been phenomenal. Without each other, we wouldn't be all here. Let us all dream deep. Above all else, I want to thank our Lord God for unleashing His unending grace and blessings. He has always given us the power to believe in ourselves, pursue our dreams, and to keep aiming high. Thank you, Batch 24. Thank you, Ednas.
To our beloved school director, Dr. Edna Torrio Gonzalez, our Director for Curriculum, Instruction and Innovation, Mrs. Maria Edna Soledad Gonzalez Blancoflor, our Public Relations and Physical Plant Director, Mr. Rogelio Joseph T. Gonzalez Jr., our School Principal, Ms. Christine Cielo F. Braganza, members of the faculty, fellow graduates, loving parents, visitors, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to all of you. Throughout the decade I stayed with this institution, I've always wondered what the notion "we teach excellence" meant. Was the terminology excellence viewed as a concept we learn in class, like math formulas and theories we once lost sleep over? or was it a process we had to understand? Like learning from our mistakes and being able to analyze a situation well? Similar to the saying that maturity comes with age, it all depends on one's perception. As I pondered over what kind of person I became, I realized I attained excellence in my own way. I learned to accept the idea of imperfection, grit and integrity being key components in improving yourself as you move towards excellence. The mistakes we made once held us back, defined us and gave people the impression that we were that kind of person. Days passed and we continued to prove ourselves wrong by putting our trust in ourselves and the people around us. There was always room for improvement. We watched each other fall apart as we spoke hurtful words in nonchalant tones, until a simple look spoke 1,000 words and actions ever could. But we also watched each other rise from rock bottom as we learned to accept that things happen for a reason, and that we have the power to create change for the better. Rather than looking back on the bad memories that strum our heartstrings like a sad song, we view them as an emotional process of understanding the underlying truth that we were different individuals, that we also shared happy ones too. Because of that, we became stronger and were able to identify what and who really mattered in our lives. We learned to break free from the toxic noise we held onto during the early stages, filled with immature decisions made based on pride. However, we were never alone on this journey. We persevered surrounded by family, friends, and the mentors we considered to be trustworthy confidants. They taught us to believe that when things get rough, you didn't have to bear the weight of the crown alone. God led us to each other and has never failed to remind us that our purpose never ends when one door closes. He taught us that our grades meant as much as friendship and self-love. He made us see that determination pays off in the long run, and that we should continue to persevere for our dreams. Although we are choosing different paths from here on out, may we never forget that we will always be a part of one another's beautiful youth. As we close another chapter in our lives, I realize that each memory with each of you fits my heart like a puzzle, and filled my mind like adventures and an ever-changing plot in a novel. I am so thankful for the years that you walked down this road with me, because I wouldn't have it any other way. Despite the misunderstandings and disagreements, we found ways to support, to forgive, and to accept that we are all in the process of finding who we are. Like branches on a tree, we all grow in different lengths and directions, but our roots remain as one. Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning of the legacy we are making in history. Congratulations to the batch of 2020. Thank you and God bless.
I can think of all the times you told me not to touch the light. I never thought that you would be the one. I couldn't really justify how you even thought it could be right, 'cause everything we cherished is gone. And in the end, can you tell me if it was worth a try, so I can decide? Leaves will soon grow from the barrenness of trees, and all will be alright in time. From waves overgrown come the calmest of seas, and all will be alright in time. Oh, you never really love someone until you learn to forgive. Try as hard as I might to flee the shadows of the night. It haunts me and it makes me feel blue. But how can I try to hide when every breath and every hour I still end up thinking of you? And in the end, everything we have makes it worth the fight. So learn to forgive. You learn to forgive. Learn to forgive.
The first 10 loyalty medals are presented to the graduates who studied at Ednas School, Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos, straight from nursery or kinder in preschool up to grade 12 in senior high school.
The second and loyalty medals are presented to the graduates who studied at Ednas School, Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos, straight from prep to grade 12. The grade 12 advisors of each campus will present the recipients of the first and second and loyalty medals.
We have the honor to present to you the first and loyalty awardees of grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School, school year 2019-2020. Ephraim Alejo E. Kabatbat, son of Mr. Gemeniano F. Alejo and Mrs. Mayra Kabatbat Alejo. Yelena Ray Kabatik E. Bolinas, daughter of Mr. Randy M. Kabatik and Mrs. Joanne Bolinas Kabatik, alumna, batch 1991. Chenny Riza Kayabyab E. Agite, daughter of architect Conrado V. Kayabyab and Mrs. Marites Agite Kayabyab. Jomark Kalimlim E. Vidal, son of Mr. Michael D.V. Kalimlim and Mrs. Mary Jane Vidal Kalimlim. Audrey Cunha E. Tan, daughter of Mr. Wilson C. Cunha and Mrs. Jenny Tan Cunha. Napoleon Benedict Doria E. Estaris, son of Engineer Bernard S. Doria and Mrs. Marivic Estares Doria. Troy Ethan Andre Mapanaw E. Corpus, son of Engineer Michael C. Mapanaw, alumnus, batch 1992, and Mrs. Maria Teresa Barbara Vanessa Corpus Mapanaw. Jeff Navarro E. Guarin, son of Mr. Manolo A. Navarro and Mrs. Mariquita Guarin Navarro. Jericho Arjun Plumantes E. Matute, son of Mr. Arsenio C. Plumantes and Mrs. Marifil Matute Plumantes. Raisa Revote E. Bautista, daughter of Dr. Orlando M. Revote and Mrs. Gemma Bautista Revote. Marian Patricia Rosal E. Quinto, daughter of Engineer Joseph Patrick F. Rosal and Mrs. Maria Golda Quinto Rosal. Paulo Sangalang E. Calecdan, son of the late Mr. Pablo C. Sangalang and the late Mrs. Alice Calecdan Sangalang. Brent Einstein Shapno E. Meneses, son of Mr. Bernardo D. Shapno and Mrs. Jodina Meneses Shapno. Peter Samuel Torres E. La Peña, son of Mr. Lorenzo S. Torres and Mrs. Nila La Peña Torres. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the first in loyalty awardees of grade 12 Quantum Theory of Ednas School, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the first in loyalty awardees of grade 12 EMC Squared of Ednas School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Brandon Kyle Austria E. Bautista, son of Mr. Edison G. Austria and Miss Twinkle C. Bautista. Mr. Edison G. Austria is an alumnus of Ednas School of San Carlos, batch 1999. Miss Twinkle C. Bautista is an alumna of Ednas School of San Carlos, batch 1998. Owen Magus de Vera E. Peralta, son of Mr. Leonard R. de Vera and Mrs. Donna Marie Peralta de Vera. Nick Vincent Franco E. Pagsulingan, son of the late Mr. R.V.S. Ferrango and Mrs. Janet Pagsulingan Ferrango. Jamel Mico Ferrer E. Sarmiento, son of Mr. Jesus Jimmy B. Ferrer and Mrs. Mercedita Sarmiento Ferrer. Jervic Jarillo E. Castro, son of the late Honorable Gerardo S. Jarillo and Mrs. Marites Castro Jarillo. Clark Lester Macaranas E. Fermin, son of Mr. Catalino I. Macaranas III and Mrs. Ligaya Fermin Macaranas. Morris Miguel Perito E. Rosualo, son of Mr. Manuel B. Perito and Mrs. Ria Rosualo Perito. Alisa Kyle Batucan E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Ruel R. Batucan and Mrs. Sally de Guzman Batucan. Jean Keith Cancino E. Mondero, daughter of Engineer Norberto C. Cancino and Mrs. Loida Mondero Cancino. Josela Marie Carrera E. Alimbuyao, daughter of Dr. Jose Z. Carrera Jr. and the late Dr. Elaine Nympha Alimbuyao Carrera. Junica Dane de la Cruz E. de Guzman, daughter of Mr. Dominador A. de la Cruz and Mrs. Nida de Guzman de la Cruz. Marjorie Fernandez E. Fernandez, daughter of Mr. Eduardo M. Fernandez and Mrs. Marilyn Fernandez Fernandez. Patricia N. Fernandez E. Cruz, daughter of Mr. Jaime F. Fernandez and Mrs. Marilu Cruz Fernandez. Gemaline Mandapat E. Paliso, daughter of Mr. Jeronimo C. Mandapat and Mrs. Marlene Palisok Mandapat. Princess Idrema Tuazon E. Valdez, daughter of Mr. Edgardo D. Tuazon and Mrs. Remedios Valdez Tuazon. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the first in loyalty awardees of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Ednas School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the first in loyalty awardees of Grade 12 Relativity of Ednas School of Alaminos for the school year 2019-2020. Michael Redman E. Amistad, son of Mr. Michael G. Redman and Mrs. Amor Amistad Redman. Casey Lay Damasen E. Rimando, daughter of Engineer Joseph B. Damasen and Mrs. Mary Jane Rimando Damasen. Nicole Dominique Ong E. Humilde, daughter of Dr. Carlos C. Ong and Dr. Imelda Humilde Ong. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the first in loyalty awardees of Grade 12 Relativity of Edna School of Alaminos for the school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the second in loyalty awardees of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Edna School, school year 2019-2020. Aliana Ramos E. Guarin, daughter of Mr. Samuel P. Ramos and Mrs. Crescencia Guarin Ramos. Zarina Rose Villamil E. Acorda, daughter of Mr. Cesar L. Villamil and Mrs. Trinidad Acorda Villamil. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the second in loyalty awardees of Grade 12 Quantum Theory of Edna School, school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present you the second in loyalty awardee of Grade 12 EMC Squared of Edna School of San Carlos, school year 2019-2020. Joshua Michael Torre E. Fermin, son of Mr. Ernie S. Azarcon and attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre, Attorney Baby Ruth Fermin Torre is an alumna of Ednas School of Dagupan, batch 1993. Ladies and gentlemen, the second in loyalty awardee of grade 12 EMC Squared of Edna School of San Carlos is school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
We have the honor to present to you the second in loyalty awardees of grade 12 Relativity of Edna School of Alaminos for the school year 2019-2020. John Vincent Valdez E. Radoc, son of engineer Jovito A. Valdez and Dr. Jocelyn Radoc Valdez. Catherine Elizabeth Pardillo E. Rabanera, daughter of Mr. Kenneth John Pardillo and Mrs. Lilibeth Rabanera Pardillo. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the second in loyalty awardees of grade 12 Relativity of Edna School of Alaminos for the school year 2019-2020. Congratulations!
The class salutatorians, Rose N. Fermin E. Detuin and Nicole Dominic Ong E. Humilde, and first honorable mention, Chenny Riza Kayabyab E. Agite, who will lead the graduates in their pledge of loyalty.
I state your name. Hereby solemnly pledge to treasure my diploma as a trust from my beloved alma mater in the School Dagupan,
Edna School of San Carlos,
and Edna School of Alaminos.
will honor it as an obligation
For fruitful service, exalt it with a righteous life, glorify it by unfaltering devotion, serve God, my country, and my fellow men.
Edna School, Dagupan, San Carlos, and Alaminos reaffirm their commitment to deliver quality education to our children as we prepare for more improved and inspiring days ahead towards August, the beginning of the new school year. Regular enrollment will start on Monday, 29 June 2020 onwards. We will be offering two options for school year 2020-2021 enrollment, on campus and online. Opening of online classes will be on a staggered schedule. Monday, 17 August 2020, grades 12, 11, 10, 9. Wednesday, 19 August 2020, grades 8, 7, 6, 5. Monday, 24 August 2020, grades 4, 3, 2, 1. Wednesday, 26 August 2020, tertiary kinder prep. For school year 2020-2021 only, there will be no entrance examinations for new pupils and students. Inquiries regarding essential requirements for admissions can be addressed to Mrs. Jeanette Soriano, Head of Admissions and Guidance at 075-522-2440 or 0917-4786912. Considering the guidelines set by the government during the General Community Quarantine or GCQ, results of the Parents Survey, and the prudent deliberation of the school board and leadership, we will adopt flexible, home-based, online learning, and blended hybrid learning as modalities for the school year 2020-2021. We are also introducing the Ednas Rich program, remote Ednas education in a collaborative home. This remote or distance learning program is powered by the force of grit, growth, resilience, innovation, technology. To implement Rich powered by Grit, we are partnering with an educational solutions provider of a learning management system. School year 2020-2021 will be an extraordinary year for all of us. We believe that the thoughtful expansion of the use of flexible learning modalities traditionally and through technology may lay the foundations for a brighter, more relevant, and robust Ednas School experience in the years ahead. If we all do our part, support each other, and collaborate, we can facilitate together a continuous learning path for our most cherished children during this global pandemic.
The graduates of 2020 would like to express the warmth of their love and their heartfelt gratitude to their beloved alma mater with a special video of their graduation songs. The Edna School Hymn, original music and lyrics by Patrick Joyce, and new arrangement by Pong Mendoza is set on Minecraft, created by the following students from grades 11 and 12 of Edna School Dagupan: Ralph Anthony R. Rafael and Peter Samuel L. Torres, with the help of Troy Ethan Andre Mapanaw, Napoleon Benedict E. Doria, Elizabeth Maud Demetria U. Eden, Julian Kyla Sabado, and Ryan Matthew Aquino. This will be followed by the song You've Got a Friend by the worldwide cast of Beautiful, a musical about the life of musician Carole King for the Actors Fund, produced during this time of pandemic and quarantine. This song was written by Carole King in 1971 for her longtime friend and performing partner, James Taylor. The song signifies being there for others and being a friend for someone in need, a reflection on how friends can be just as important as family. From all over the world, in these most challenging times, the cast of Beautiful and the class of 2020 want you to know that you've got a friend.
Hi guys!
2 years ago, we dreamed of ending our senior high school journey together.
We never expected to strengthen the bridges we built with our teachers and batchmates.
Nor did we expect to face challenges that made us question our own beliefs and capabilities, fearing the consequences our actions may bring.
At some point, the spotlight shone on us, even at our lowest. The contrasting feelings of anxiety and self-confidence at a constant tug of war.
We find ourselves awake at night, rushing to reel our emotions in and get our work done.
Burning the midnight candle, there were times we lost ourselves and hurt the people around us with no remorse. Pride getting the best of us.
Walking down the road we paved with our choices, we learn about who we are and the people we surround ourselves with.
There were days where we were too much, days where we were never enough.
Life became a routine where we struggled juggling everything, all at once.
Still, we shared moments of laughter and crying, memories we hold on to fondly.
We were players in a daily game of Russian roulette, finding bliss in ignorance and pain in truth.
Suddenly, we weren't so special.
So, who are we? It needs no further repetition that the safety of our lives is something we owe to our frontliners, such as the doctors, the nurses, even the janitors and bankers. So to all the frontliners, we extend our gratitude.
To all our frontliners, thank you so much for your sacrifices and hard work. You've been risking your lives so that the others can live. Thank you for your everyday service, our heroes. Saludo po kami at ipinagmamalaki namin kayo.
To all the frontliners, thank you for your hard work. You continue to support us regardless of our age, gender, and race. And for that, you continue to bring love into the hearts of many. You bring us hope. You show us that each day will be better than the last. You are hope.
To all of the frontliners fighting against this unwelcome force of life, all the words of praise will never be enough to surmount the weight of your bravery. From the bottom of my heart, I salute all of you for being the light in the face of this adversity.
We thank you for giving us the luxury to focus on our education as you risk your lives fighting this pandemic. You have our unyielding and unwavering faith. In all of you, we trust. Thank you to all frontliners.
No one is invincible to this invisible virus. Yet the bravery you've shown in the service of your countrymen, going to work, putting your lives on the line, despite the constraints it poses, is immeasurable. You are our modern-day heroes, and we're proud of you. Thank you, stay safe, and God bless our dear frontliners.
To our dear frontliners all over the world, thank you for protecting us. We hope you stay safe as well.
From the bottom of our hearts, we would like to say thank you to our frontliners for your sacrifices and dedication in this battle, despite the numerous risks it may bring to.
To the beloved healthcare workers who are on the front lines battling the world's fight against COVID-19, we thank you. We are beyond grateful for the hard work and the sacrifices you make every day to save countless lives. You are the real heroes during this time of adversity.
The world would be at a standstill without your valiant efforts. You are the light that pierces the darkness, and I thank you all, truly.
To all our frontliners, thank you for your dedications and sacrifices as you all face the battle against this pandemic. We owe you a lot for risking your lives just to save other people.
I'd like to thank all the frontliners out there who are doing their very best to combat this COVID-19 disease. Stay safe. You guys are the real superheroes, not Batman, not Superman, hell, not Iron Man, but you. I hope you will see all your family soon.
Hello, I know these tributes and messages don't actually help, but I urge anyone who's watching this to please donate financial or material support for our frontliners in fighting this pandemic. These tributes are nice and all, but they don't actually help. But despite all that, thank you for your service and thank you for watching. And God bless Philippines.
To all the frontliners out there, you deserve to be praised and applauded. Each day you risk and sacrifice your lives for the safety of others. You are all heroes.
I know it's been said multiple times, but it just has to be said. To all the frontliners out there, thank you. Thank you for your unyielding service, risking life and limb just to keep us safe. So, the bottom of my heart, again, thank you.
2 years later, we didn't expect to have so many experiences unnoticeably taken away from us.
Graduation march we looked forward to, the beaming smiles we would have had on our faces.
Looking back, we lived life on a whim, thought more of ourselves than others, and considered our own benefit as the driving force of the persona we chose to be known for.
On the other hand, we became stronger, better versions of who we are. The taste of failure and disappointment pushing us farther from wallowing and questioning what we did or what we could have done.
We learn to look past our mistakes and to see that they don't define who we are as a person, for they are merely fragment of the mark we are living in history, carved into the hearts of many.
As the days pass, the memories we share flash before our eyes. The regret, guilt, and pain, they hold creep back into our hearts. At the same time, that happiness, contentment, and acceptance do.
Our eyes that bore witness to every stumble also showed us what we were missing. They let us see how our hard work paid off.
Our lips that whispered lucid dreams and presumptuous assurance also sliced hearts open and broke them down with hurtful words that led to conflict and couldn't take back.
We were able to overcome our fears and got to embrace the beauty of what the life has given us in the first place, ourselves.
Our self-worth may have been constantly toyed with and our trust and patience tested, but now, we know better.
Every situation we were put in became a lesson, and each lesson became a memory that continues to shape each person into who they were meant to be.
So, who are we? We are a fraction of the coming future.
Individuals that once held dull eyes are now shining brightly.
We are the next generation.
Yesterday, we were clueless.
Today, we are excellence.
Tomorrow, we are limitless.
This is the beginning of our legacy.
Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.
To the class of 2020, although you may have not physically walked across the stage for the graduation ceremony due to the global pandemic, it does not take away the many years of sacrifice, perseverance, defeats, victories, and life lessons you have learned and continue to learn during your school life and life in general. According to Rick Warren, remember how far you've come, not just how far you have to go. You are not where you want to be, but neither are you where you used to be. Remember, Ednas School loves you always. You are Ednasians for life.
We also would like to extend our congratulations to all our parents who devotedly play their part as understanding fathers and mothers to their children, for taking responsibility of their material and emotional needs, for giving their undying moral support, and most of all, for providing spiritual guidance towards the realization of their children's dreams. From the Edna School family, please accept our heartfelt gratitude for the best gift you could ever give your children, a wonderful and excellent education.
Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles is about the light that is coming across the world. The sun is a universal symbol of light. Light, in essence, is the absence of darkness. All good in the world is represented with light and bad with darkness. Hence, the rising sun is a metaphor for something good happening or about to happen. The light of class of 2020 is shining and coming across unto our world of suffering from this pandemic and global crisis. They will make clear and bring out not only their light, but the light of others into the world. This song, featuring the Camden Voices, is a tribute to our beloved class of 2020, our first to third line of defense, our Ednas school parents and families, and to all of you who took time to celebrate our graduates with us. Be safe, and let us always be the living expression of God's love and kindness.
Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the It's alright. Here comes the sun. comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Ooh, it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Ooh, it's alright. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun.